Okay, so one of the questions I got was how important is it to change my workout routine, and how often should I change my exercises within a workout when I'm looking to build muscle, when I'm looking to increase my size, okay? And the answer to that is going to be, it really depends, okay? The reality is a training program, it's only going to be as efficient as the time it takes you to adapt to it, okay? And that's going to be a highly individual thing. Some people are going to adapt to a workout really quickly, some people it's going to take it a little bit longer, okay? For the purpose of hypertrophy and building size, okay? You want to change and you want to vary all the loading parameters, okay? So we're looking at changing not just the exercise, okay, but also the reps, the tempo, the resting periods, okay? So there's a couple of things in there that you can manipulate to keep things, to vary things like within a program. And the thing is it's very, very individual, okay? So some people are gonna grow more if they change things very regularly, maybe in a week-to-week basis, every 2 weeks or so on, and some people are going to respond better if they stick to the same program over a longer period of time, okay? In my opinion, a lot of the times trainers and people in general just tend to change their workout too often, okay, and too soon, and don't give it enough time to make any considerable gains, okay, in strength, or any considerable gains on terms of size, because they're not letting the program, they're not letting themselves enough time to improve within that program, okay. So for most people, changing the program somewhere between 6 to 8 weeks seems to be working the best, okay. However, there's a couple of things you gotta keep in mind, okay. So let's, for example, if I'm showing someone a new exercise, okay, if I just give them a new program, it's gonna take them a couple of times, gonna take them maybe like 2, 3, 4 times maybe to pick up that exercise, okay. So if it's taking them 3 weeks to kind of learn the movement pattern, let's say it's a complete new movement, okay. If it's taking them 3 weeks to learn that movement pattern, and then I want to change in the 4th week, it's definitely too short period for them to actually improve at that exercise, because they literally just learned it, okay. So don't rush into changing your workouts or into changing your program just for the sake of it, okay. The best indicator in my opinion is look at, are you making progress within that workout, okay. So let's say you're doing it week by week, and every week you're getting stronger, every week you're getting a little bit stronger, you're able to increase the weight or increase 1 rep, okay. If you are making progress within an exercise or within that workout, don't change it, okay. Just leave it exactly the same, okay. There's gonna get at some point it's gonna start slowing down, okay. So maybe you're not able to get any stronger at that movement, only then you're gonna look at replacing it for the closest exercises possible, okay. But keep it relatively similar. So let's say for example you've been using the bench press for 6 weeks, your bench press went up, now it's slow it down, okay. Maybe it's a time to replace that flat bench press for maybe dumbbell press, okay, or maybe just move from that into the Smith machines, okay. So keep it relatively similar, okay, as similar as possible, okay, and that way allows you to kind of still keep track of where your strength is actually at, okay, and then just to continuously, progressively overloading that exercise so you can continue to develop. So there's really 2 main reasons of why you will change someone's program, okay, or someone's workout, okay. Reason number 1, you're getting bored. Reason number 2, you're not making progress, okay. And the thing is, if you are making progress within your workouts, very unlikely you're gonna get bored, okay. So if every time you're coming into the gym, your weights are going up, you're getting stronger, you're making progress, you know you're moving forward, you're not gonna be getting bored of that, okay. If you stall within your workout, that's probably when you start getting bored and trying to mix things up and trying to see other aspects, it's trying to see other things, okay. So look at your food, look at your rest, look at your recovery, okay. See how's that affecting your performance, aim to improve. Keep exercise the same and only change them once that exercise itself stop working, okay, and you're not making any more progress and your strength has plateaued, okay. Only when you plateau on that exercise, then change it for the most similar exercise, okay. And you don't always have to look to change the exercise itself, okay. There's other aspects of training you can manipulate, for example tempo, okay. if you look at all the big bodybuilders, they do the same exercises. Okay, the bench press, deadlift, squats. Okay, they've been doing that for years. Okay, so there's no need to start looking at weird exercises or changing things too often. You go, because the basics work. Okay. But you can definitely variate your program in terms of the tempo. For example, so a lot of people just don't vary their tempos often as they should. So let's say you've been working on a 2-2 tempo. Okay, so to change that speed, start slowing down, work more on eccentrics. Okay, so let's say on a 4-0-2-0, so you're taking 4 seconds on the way down, no pause at the top, 2 seconds on the way up, and then bring it back down. Okay, so just by manipulating the tempo, you can then change the stimulus, to change what's happening with that workout program without having to change any of the exercises. Okay, and again, this is gonna help creating better hypertrophy and better muscle growth for your chest in this case. Okay, thank you very much for your question. I hope this answered it.